Hey there everyone, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring Twin Pack set, consisting of an Uruk-Hai Warrior versus Gimli. This figure set was part of the second wave of Fellowship of the Ring Twin Packs, and it originally came out in 2002, sold for about $15. And as you can see here, I already have the figures out of the package. This is one of the few Lord of the Rings figure sets that I opened as soon as I got them. And I don't remember where I got it. I'm guessing it must have been KB Toys, because that's where I bought a lot of my Lord of the Rings figures, especially early on. And I'm going to break this video up into two parts, one video for each of the figures. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back and we have Gimli here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at Gimli in more detail. And it is very detailed. It is very nicely sculpted, and the attention to detail that the Toy Biz puts into these guys is just very, very good. I believe this version of Gimli shares the same body mold as the initial version of Gimli in the single packed version. And I do have Gimli, but I don't know where he's at. I was able to find his packaging with the pedestal and the One Ring in there, but I don't know where I placed the original version of Gimli. So he must be lost in the Mines of Moria or my son's toy cabinet. I'm not sure. But if you want to do a comparison between this version of Gimli and the initial version, take a look at Garhawk's video of Gimli. Because he had a video of the original version, and I'll post the links down to his video down there if you want to take a look at it. But taking a look at this version of Gimli, like I said, I think it shares the same body mold as the original one, but obviously it has different accessories and a different head sculpt. And you can really look at the head sculpt of this version of Gimli. It looks very close to the actor who portrayed Gimli, John Rhys Davies. A great character actor. It's in here. Let me take off his helmet, because his helmet is actually removable, and you can really see this version of Gimli is a lot better sculpted to resemble the actor who played him on there. And just looking at other than the the sculpt, I think they also painted it a little differently. The original version of Gimli was a lot cleaner, because that version of Gimli was at the Council of Elrond, and this version, he's battled and journeyed quite a way since the Council of Elrond. You can tell he's been going through a lot of mud and grime fighting orcs and goblins. They even went to add orc blood all over his tunic here, so you know this guy's been hacking and slashing at the bad guys. Yeah, there's more orc blood on there, all along his gauntlets and tunic. So it's very nice, and also you can see a lot of the mud and grime on his boots here, and on his cloak. And his cloak is actually removable here. Let me take it off right there. And it's made of a softer, rubbery type material, and they painted brown all throughout here. Very nice, and it just simply goes over his shoulders or around his neck on there. There's no clasp to tie it on there. And if you put the straps underneath his hair or his beard, beneath his beard, it holds quite well. So, and Gimli comes with 4 axes, and I only have 3 of them. I don't know where the 4th one is. He may have chucked it away, because that's one of his action gimmicks, is the ability to throw his axe. And just take one of his axes, put it into his right hand there, and basically you squeeze his legs together, and he'll cock his arm back, and then toss the axe when you squeeze it. So let's go ahead and do it right here as a demo, and just squeeze it real hard and fast. And whoops, and he threw it back too much. So I think maybe you have to squeeze it and then hold it and then let go. Let me try that again. Oh, no, that worked okay. So he chucked his axe there. So it's pretty neat on there. So, but because of his action gimmick, the articulation was sacrificed in the legs because you got to squeeze it to throw his axe. Going over the articulation, the head swings back and forth a little bit. It doesn't go all the way around, mainly because all this hair on for his beard here blocks the movement from side to side. And he's got a ponytail here. I forgot to mention that it kind of sticks out, but with his cloak on, it actually looks a lot better. So you may want to keep his cloak on, unless you want him to have his hair, his ponytail come out. Now it looks like it came loose here. I'm gonna have to glue that back on there. But his arms go all the way around on a ratchet on this one. This one doesn't have a ratchet. It's pretty free moving on there. His arms do go out and in. His elbows don't bend, but they do swivel all the way around. And his hands also swivel all the way around on both hands. His waist, his torso and lower torso are actually two pieces, and it looks like it was glued onto there. So they're two separate pieces, but there's no articulation on the waist. It looks like it was just glued on there. It would be nice to have at least a swivel on there, but they didn't include that. And his legs swing up and down and a little bit to the back, but there's no articulation to go out. And there's no articulation on the knees or feet, which is kind of unfortunate. But overall, I really like this version of Gimli, mainly because of the head sculpt is very, very nice, very well done. And the battle look to this guy, just with the orc blood, is very nice, and I really like it. I used this version of Gimli as my display of the three hunters of Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, because I think it's very close to what was shown in the Two Towers. But this is my casual peek into Gimli the Dwarf from the Fellowship of the Ring Twin Pack. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.